Hi there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona. Welcome back if you're joining me again. Today I'm sharing a 40-minute Vinyasa flow practice from the Refresh and Restore series of classes. And this practice incorporates some really nourishing movements for your shoulders, your spine, your hips, and your legs to find ease and freedom of movement. And all you'll need for practice is a folded blanket. And if you are enjoying the classes on a regular basis and you'd like to support me creating and posting each week, I'm on Patreon. All the details are in the description below. Thanks for being here. Enjoy your practice. Namaste. And begin your practice in your comfortable cross-legged seat. Establish your posture with care so you feel supported and at ease. Settling into stillness, allow your eyes to fall closed. Bring your awareness to your breath and where you can feel it in your body. Taking a moment to recognize your state of being by tuning into your breath. Sensing where you're starting your practice from. Together now, we'll take 3 breaths. Breathe a slow, deep, long breath in. Pause for a moment when you reach the top. And gently release it. Breathing in. And breathing out. Last one, a full nourishing breath in. And a clearing breath out. Release control of your breath now. Allow your breath to evolve and find its new rhythm. Observing your breath move with ease, in and out for the next minute in silence. And completing your next exhale, you're welcome to keep your eyes closed. Lower your chin toward your chest. Heavy your head forward. Invite the back of your neck to lengthen. And then roll your left ear toward your left shoulder. Stay for a full cycle of breath. And then like a pendulum, chin around the front of your chest, right ear, right shoulder, a gentle pause, soft breath. And now if it feels comfortable in your neck, slowly lean your skull back in space, opening your throat, chin toward the ceiling, blink your eyes open, and send your gaze forward into your room, coming back to center. Rest your fingertips down by your sides. Inhale, circle your arms overhead, feel your palms touch. Exhale, lower your hands to prayer at your heart. On your inhale, send your palms overhead. And take your arms wide, lower your arms, spread your fingers and roll your wrists. Adding on, inhale, arms overhead, palms touch. Lower your hands to your heart center. Inhale, send your prayer hands overhead. Exhale, lower your arms out wide to shoulder height. Now bring your right arm across your body to your left and forklift your left elbow under your right arm. Encourage your right arm toward your chest, seeking sensation through your outer right shoulder. And then breathe in deeply, inflate your chest. Exhale, soften and ease your right arm closer in toward your body. One more breath in. And then release. Take a side bend, opposite side, right arm over to your right. And then reach your left arm over to your right. Pulse slightly in your side bend with the beat of your breath. And press your way back upright, fingertips down by your sides. Reset. Breathe your arms overhead, palms touch. Lower your hands to your chest. Breathing in, send your prayer hands overhead. Exhale, arms wide to shoulder height. Bring your left arm across your body to your right. Forklift your right elbow under your left arm. Breathe in deeply, lift your breath to your chest, and then ease your left arm closer in. One more breath in. One more breath out. Release and rainbow your left arm over to the left for your side bend. Left hand to the floor, right arm over to your left. Fanning the right side ribs open with your breath. Softening into your shape with your exhales. Return to center on your inhale and walk your hands forward. Make your way onto all fours, tabletop pose. Settle your hands under your shoulders, spread your fingers wide. Rest your knees under your hips. Moving through a few rounds of cat and cow, arching your spine on your inhale into cow pose. Rounding your spine on your exhale into cat pose. Feeling the expansion of your movement, deepening your breath. Each breath in, welcoming in a sense of renewal, breathing your body more awake and open. Every exhale, clearing out, releasing any stagnation. Last few breaths here, moving in any way that feels intuitive. You might stay with cat and cow or just move a little bit more organically, circling or barrel rolling your spine. Just notice what your body's calling for. These first few postures, you're just concentrating on creating more space, offering yourself more room for your breath to expand on the inhales and for your muscles to soften, relax on your exhales. As you're ready, on your exhale, drift back into child's pose, balasana. Send your buttocks to your heels. Softening your hips. Take a few breaths. Be still and pause. So no need to hold yourself in any particular way. Just let the floor support you. This is your rest pose. On your inhale, glide up all fours. Tuck your toes and press back to downward facing dog. Slowly bike your heels. Softly ease your way toward any discomfort, just breathing on purpose as you move freely in your body. And then settle into your shape, finding stillness. Send your gaze forward, bend your knees deeply, and then take a few steps. Make your way to the top of your mat. Gap your feet, hips width apart, and hold in an easeful forward fold. Hands to opposite elbows. Let your upper body rest on your thighs and relax the weight of your head toward the floor. And then release your fingertips to the floor now. Stay in your fold. Place a generous bend in your knees and gently rock your weight toward your toes. Lift your heels. Then rock back into your heels. Lift and spread your toes. Just go forward and back, rocking your weight. And as your weight rocks back into your heels, turn your toes out. Rock into your toes, back into your heels a few times here. Just following the movement of sensation around your outer legs. And then as your weight travels into your heels, turn your toes in, pigeon toe, take a few rocks here, forward and back. And then land your feet now, toe heel your feet back under your hips. Take a halfway lift and forward fold. Sip a slow breath in now, roll and rise to stand. Sweep your arms overhead. Lower your hands to prayer, center of your chest. Tadasana. Just taking a few moments to pause here. Close your eyes. Sense your posture. So you come into balance, standing tall. Surya Namaskar A now. Blink the eyes open. Next breath in, raise your arms overhead. And forward fold over your legs, Uttanasana. On your inhale, hands to shins, offer yourself some space, lengthen. And then exhale, step back to plank pose and pause. Take a breath. And then lower your knees, chest and chin to the floor for locust cobra. So you're going to keep the head low, loop the shoulders back. On your inhale, raise just your legs. And then lower your feet, seesaw, lift your chest. Very little pressure in the hands there. Lower down and press back to child's pose. Take a full cycle of breath. Inhale all fours. Exhale downward facing dog. Pause and settle steady 3 breaths. On your inhale, raise your right leg up and back. Take a slow exhale, draw your right knee in toward your nose, core lunge. Inhale, step to plank pose. Pause, greet your shape with a breath. Exhale, child's pose. Lower your knees. Take your seat to your heels. On your inhale, walk your hands in to your hips and then rise to kneel high on your shins. Steady yourself and balance on your left shin and step your right foot forward for low lunge. Inhale, raise your arms overhead. Steady your shape. So you're grounding your right heel and your left shin. lightly pressing your left buttocks forward. Lower and interlace your fingers behind the back of your head now. Aim your elbows out wide. Inhale here. Exhale, take a small side bend to your right. Inhale, center your spine. Exhale, side bend your left. Come back through the middle, point your elbows forward, and then trace a line from your front wall to the ceiling with your elbow tips. Let your head rest back heavy into your hands, lifting your chest as you explore sitting a little deeper into your hips. On your inhale, send your palms to the sky, neutralize your spine so you ease out of your lunge. And then take your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Send your knuckles down, chest up, breathe in. Exhale and release. Take your hands to the floor and press back to downward facing dog. On your inhale, flow forward, plank pose. And then lower knees, chest and chin to the floor for locust cobra. Head stays low, raise just your legs, locust. Lower your legs and lift your chest for cobra. Lower and press back to your child's pose. Take a full cycle of breath. And press back to downward facing dog. Shorten your stance in your dog pose now. We'll move into a twist. Walk your feet in a full step. Balance steady on your left hand. You might like to move it a little bit more to the midline. And then reach your right hand for your outer left leg. Could be in that direction or your knee, calf or ankle. Just revolve to your left. Turn your gaze past your left armpit. Push firmly down and away with your left hand. One more inhale without hardening your jaw. Exhale, return to down dog, lengthen your stride. Second side now. Inhale, raise your left leg up and back. Exhale, slow core lunge, left knee in toward your nose. Inhale, step back to plank pose. Take a breath. Exhale, child's pose. Lower your knees, buttocks to your heels. On your inhale, walk your hands in to your hips. Rise to kneel high, hips over the knees. Balance on your right shin and step your left foot forward for low lunge. As you're ready, inhale, arms overhead. And then steady your shape. Lower and interlace your fingers behind the back of your head. Elbows go wide. Inhale here. Exhale, soft side bend to your left. Core engaged. Inhale through center. Exhale, side bend your right. Inhale, center. And point your elbows forward. And then slowly up toward the ceiling, letting your head rest back into your hands. You're lifting your chest. Perhaps lunge a little deeper if you have the space. On your inhale, palms to the sky, ease out of your lunge. And then circle your arms behind you. Knot the fingers. Engaging your back, inviting space into the front of your body. Take a breath. And then release. Hands to the floor. And step back to downward facing dog. On your inhale, come forward, plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the floor for locust cobra. Head stays low, raise your leg, Shavasana. Lower your legs and lift your chest, Bhujangasana. Lower and press back to your child's pose. And take a full cycle of breath. and press back to your downward facing dog. Shorten your stance, prepare to twist, balancing steady on your right hand. Reach your left hand toward your outer right leg. Revolve to your right. One more inhale. And exhale, return to downward dog. Bend the knees. Take a forward gaze and step lightly to the top of your mat. We'll take the heat out of the wrists, pausing in gorilla arms, with your feet hips width apart, slide the palms of your hands under the soles of your feet, and bend your knees enough so you can really feel your low back extending, not rounding. Then take a breath, a quarter lift up. Exhale and fold toward your legs. Press your toes toward your wrist creases, like you're squishing them, same time lifting your hands against your feet. Release your hands, take them to your shins, lengthen your spine forwards, and then refold over your legs. Sip a slow breath in, roll and rise to stand, sweep your arms overhead, and lower your hands to prayer, standing even and tall with an open posture, Tadasana. Transitioning into a tree pose flow. Make a basket with your hands, interlace your fingers, balance on your right foot, raise your left knee, hands to the front of your left shin. Firm your right hip in, give a light squeeze to your right buttocks, find your balance. Inhale here. On your exhale, guide your left knee out to the left. Inhale, return to center. On your exhale, straighten your left leg forward and slip your hands under your left thigh for support. Flex your foot. Next inhale, re-bend your left knee in toward your chest. We'll go once more through hands or no hands, breathing in. Exhale, left knee out to your left. Center on your inhale. Kick your left heel forward, straighten your leg. Re-bend your knee. And now moving into tree pose, wing your left knee out to the left. Place your left foot on the inside of your right leg. Find your center and balance, a steady drishti, gaze point. Raise your arms overhead if you have your balance, and take 2 more breaths. Lower your hands, lower your left foot to the floor, and flow. Raise your arms overhead. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, step your right foot back, runner's lunge. Pause on your fingertips. And then rock a little forward, sway a little back, ease into your lunge. Return to center. And we'll twist. Plant your right palm flush with the mat. Raise your left hand to the sky. Twist to your left. Then firm your right thigh strong and straight. So you're keeping it active, a little bit buoyant. Inhale here. Exhale, thread your left hand under your right arm. Reach through. Breathe in. Return to your twist. Left hand to the sky. Exhale, thread your left arm under. Once more, twist to your left. And this time, thread your left arm under, turn to your right for wide-legged fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. Pivot your heels out, pigeon your big toes, take a halfway lift, and fold with your out breath. Just linger here with a steady breath. Inhale, come to the fingertips, extend your chest forward. Exhale, walk your hands to your left, reframe your left foot. We'll set up for pyramid pose. Step your right foot in and then take up both lanes of your mat. Turn your hips forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward. And fold with your exhale. So you're aiming your belly button toward the midline of your left leg. And then consciously maintaining an open posture through the front of your spine. Notice if you have space to draw your shoulder blades in, down your back. If you have your balance, simply close your eyes and feel your breath moving through your shape. Keep your legs straight. Inhale, wave your spine forward, lengthen. Exhale and fold over your leg. Rebend your left knee, transition into lizard lunge. Hands come to the right lane of your mat. Wriggle the right toes back to lengthen your stride. Lower your right knee to the floor. The option to stay more elevated on your hands or come to your forearms. So without any over effort here, just breathing a long, smooth breath in and a full breath out. Take 3 more breaths. You can stay here or last few breaths. Bend your right knee, take a quad stretch. Reach your left hand for your right foot if that's available and helpful. And if you have the bind, softly release. Reframe your left foot with your hands and step up to the top of your mat. Open and fold with your breath. Rise to stand on the new breath. And lower your hands to prayer. Second side. Balance on your left foot. Hug your right knee in toward your chest. Hands to the front of your right shin. Standing tall. Steady gaze. Inhale here. Exhale, guide your right knee out to the right. Inhale, return through center. On your exhale, straighten your right leg forward any amount. Slip your hands under your right thigh. Flex your foot. Next inhale, rebend your right knee. And then once more, hands or no hands, breathe in, stand tall. Exhale, right knee out to the right. Come back through center. Exhale, kick your right leg forward. Rebend your right knee. And move into tree pose. Guide your right knee out to the right and place your foot on the inseam of your left leg. Sandwiching your foot and your leg together. Raise your arms overhead if you have your balance. Take 2 more breaths. Lower your hands, lower your right foot to the floor and we'll flow. Raise your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. And step your left foot back for runner's lunge. Come to the fingertips. Find some rhythm and movement in your lunge, rolling through your feet, easing into your hips. And then return to center and twist. Anchor your left hand flush with the mat. Raise your right hand to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, thread your right arm under your left. Return to your twist, right hand to the sky. Exhale and thread. Once more, twist open your right. Exhale, thread and turn to your left for wide straddle fold. Heels turn out, toes in. Take a halfway lift and fold with your out breath. Relaxing your face, the weight of your head. Inhale, fingertips to the floor, chest forward. Exhale, turn to the top of your mat for pyramid pose. Step your left foot in a step and stagger your feet wide. Turn your hips forward. Inhale, lengthen and forward fold. Aware of your breath so you can find a sense of ease to abide in your shape. Keep your legs, inhale, extend, forward, lengthen, and fold. Re-bend your right knee, coming into your lizard lunge, hands to the left lane. Find a longer stride, left toes toward the back of your mat, left knee to the floor. Steady breath. You can stay in this shape or last few breaths. Bend your left knee, take a quad stretch, right hand for your left foot if that's available. And if you had the bind, release softly, reframe your right foot with your hands and step back to downward facing dog. If you'd like to take rest, just pause here or flow forward to plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to your belly. Inhale, locust legs. Land your feet and lift your chest for cobra, shoulders back. Lower and press back to your child's pose. And we'll all meet up there. Steady breath in and out. And pressing back to downward facing dog. Just here for a beat. Bend your knees now. We're going to hop or step up to Malasana, middle of your mat. Feet go wide, toes turn out, and we'll twist from here. And know that you can raise your buttocks to offer yourself a little bit more space if you need to. Go ahead, wedge your right arm in front of your right knee, settle your right fingertips to the floor, and then twist open to your left. Reach your left arm toward the back left corner of your space. Breathe in deeply. Stay for your exhale. And then release, switch sides. Draw a diagonal line now, left fingertips to your right fingertips. Full breath in. Complete breath out. Join your palms now, center of your chest. Press down into your feet and rise to stand. Walk your feet back underneath your hips. So from here, we'll come back down to the floor with a mobility challenge. In this transition, you're welcome to use your hands for support or challenge yourself with this hands-free version. So this is a good test for ankle, knee and hip mobility, but please don't worry if your version doesn't feel very elegant. I honestly feel like a Viking doing this. It's still work in progress. So here we go. Cross your arms over your chest and then loosely cross your legs. Doesn't matter which leg's in front. On your exhale, you're just going to slowly lower yourself down to the floor and take a cross-legged seat. hands or no hands. Slowly rock your weight forward, knees to the floor, and uncross your legs behind you and tuck your toes. Then rock back slowly, move into a squat, lifting your knees. And if you'd like to take the exit ramp here, simply take a seat, or if it's available, ground your left heel and step your right leg forward, transitioning through pistol squat. Then take a seat, stretch your left leg forward, and we'll all meet up here. We're going to wind down now, bending your knees. Rest your hands to the floor, just slightly behind you, and take your right ankle to the top of your left thigh for figure 4. So for more sensation, edge your left heel closer to your left buttocks. For more space, left heel away toward the front of your mat. So just softly stretching into your outer right hip here, gently rock your hips side to side. And then next exhale, lean your hips all the way over to your left and rest your right foot to the floor. Take your right hand to your inner right knee and guide your right knee away any amount as you gaze to the left. Smooth breath in. Longer exhales now, just starting to down-regulate, calm your nervous system. And then make your way back to center, right foot to your mat, and we'll change sides. Beginning with your hip groin stretch, left ankle, top of your right knee, flexing your left foot, and finding that optimal placement for your right foot so you can avoid slouching through your spine. And then just add a little rock and rhythm to your shape. On your exhale, lean your hips over to your right, rest your left foot to the floor, and then pressing your left hand to your inner left knee. Encourage your left knee away as you turn your gaze to your right. 3 steady breaths, lengthening your out breaths. And then rock back through center, stretch your legs forward. So your kneecaps and toes point toward the ceiling for our final fold. A little bend in the knees there. Forward tilt through your pelvis. Inhale, send your arms overhead. Exhale and forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Just letting this shape land your breath into a nice slow cadence. Preparing for rest. And then ease your way back up. And either rest back into Shavasana or come to your meditation seat for our final few minutes together. Gathering any additional layers or props so you feel deeply comfortable and you can support yourself. And then just relaxing in stillness and silence, absorbing the benefits of your practice. I'll be back to guide you back. And gradually now start to deepen your breathe. Bring some movement to your body, just slowly stretching out. And if you are laying back, bending your knees, take your feet to the floor. And then just as you're ready, roll out to your right side. Take one last clearing breath in and out. And then press your way back up to sit. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope this practice helped you feel more at ease so you can move into your day with more grace and calm. Namaste.